They're bringing in classical tyranny, and they're counting on us not standing up and saying no to them right now. Now, I want to get into this. They are making the case, and I'm going to make the case 110%. I will absolutely prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that Rachel Maddow, America's favorite Boy Scout, I am going to absolutely make the 110% case that they are the un-American enemies of the Republic. They are the children of the authoritarian past. And we are the children of the Renaissance, of liberty, of the Enlightenment, of the awakening, of the flower of freedom, 1776. We are the children of liberty. They are the children of tyranny. Okay, it's that simple. And I will prove it now, incontrovertible. Let's go ahead and play a clip of Rachel Maddow demonizing Congressman Brown, who's been on, Congressman Paul, and myself, implying that we are calling for violence and that we are going to carry out violence. And then she says that, you know, it's un-American. I have the Declaration of Independence right here. This is America. More than the Bill of Rights, more than the Constitution. This is it. This was when some of the most powerful men that had a lot to lose put their names, their lives, their treasure. A lot of them got killed. A lot of their families and children got killed when they put their name on this, when they signed their John Hancock. This is America. If you don't stand for this, if you don't kiss the ring of this, you're not an American. This is it. Nothing is more Americana. It ain't apple pie and baseball, folks. It isn't Chevy cars, okay? That's the fruit of liberty. This is the root. This is the root. The liberty and the wealth is the fruit. This is the root. This is putting it on the table. This is saying you're tyrants and I'm calling you out. When they were sending trained murderers to kill these men, burning down their farms. This is the root of liberty. And what does it say here? But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such a government and to provide new guards for their future security. It is not our right. It is our duty to throw off this tyrannical government, but we are the government. We created this government, and so we have a right to get in the face of these crooks and to get angry and to get focused and to rile people up. That's how you get things done when the face of tyranny, to take our republic back through the states, through the Congress. But they're not going to let that happen. They're going to blow up new Oklahoma cities and blame it on us. They've got the talking points out saying they're going to do it. Even Glenn Beck has to admit that. It isn't going to work. We've got to have courage in the face of these criminals or there is no future. Now, let's go ahead now. Here she is demonizing Ron Paul, Congressman Brown, myself, Rachel Maddow. I think she's one of the most well-spoken men on MSNBC. Let's go ahead and play this clip of Rachel, Mr. Maddow, last night going after Ron Paul, you name it. Here it is.
Fellow patriots, we have a lot of domestic enemies of the Constitution, and they're right down the mall in the Congress of the United States.
That's Paul Brown, representative.
And right down Independence Avenue in the White House of the United States. They
can't stand it. We're calling them out.
It's not about my ability to hunt, which I love to do. It's not about the ability for me to protect my family, my property against criminals, which we have the right to do. But it's all about us protecting ourselves from a tyrannical government of the United States.
That's America right there. That's an American.
Second Amendment, not about hunting or self-defense. It's about citizens having the ability to overthrow the tyrannical government of the United States. That was Congressman Paul Brown of Georgia speaking last April. E.J. Dionne wrote about this at the Washington Post today. He found Republican Congressman Ron Paul making roughly the same argument in print 5 years ago, quoting Mr. Paul, quote, "The Second Amendment is not about hunting deer or keeping a pistol in your nightstand. It's not about protecting oneself against common criminals. It's about preventing tyranny. The founders knew that unarmed citizens would never be able to overthrow a tyrannical government as they did. The muskets they used against the British Army were the assault rifles of that time." Again, the argument here is that the Second Amendment exists so Americans can overthrow the government. That is a view. It is a radical view of gun policy.
Back it up a little bit. No, it's not a view. It's the Declaration of Independence, Mr. Maddow.